things that I think a lot of people underestimate the actual true value of is creating a 30-second to a minute product video that really captures the attention of your audience, right? Because nowadays with social media and with all the different inputs that people have constantly bombarding them in their lives, right? With TV advertisements, with YouTube ads, with billboards, with advertisements on buses, with advertisements on their games that they're playing on their phones, right? Advertisements on their Facebook feeds and their mobile app, right? You're basically just constantly being bombarded. And so one of the very important things when you're creating your video ad for your product is to understand the importance of the first 3 to 5 seconds, right? Even 1 to 3 seconds, right? Because this is the time that you have to hook someone into watching until the end of your ad, right? So bloody unicorn sex machine, right? In red text. I'm sure that that's probably the first thing that caught your eyes when you were looking at this Word document. And then the reason that it does that, right, is because there's certain words and keywords that attract people's attention quicker, right? Sex sells is one of the oldest idioms about the advertising industry. It's because it's actually true, right? Stereotypes are often true. And so one of the things that I wanted to go through really quickly, right, is just to talk about the hook, right? You want to get people curious, you want to make them watch till the end, and you want to make sure that you have and hold their attention, right? And so let's look at a couple examples and let's talk about why they
Look
are.
at your man. Now back to me. Now back at your man. Now back to me. Sadly, he isn't me. But if he stopped using lady-scented body wash and switched to Old Spice, he could smell like he's me. Look down. Back up. Where are you? You're on a boat with the man your man could smell it. What's in your hand? Back at me. I have it. It's an oyster with 2 tickets to that thing you love. Look again. The tickets are now diamond. Anything is possible when your man smells like Old Spice and not a lady. I'm on a horse.
Right, and so I'm sure that a lot of people have seen this advertisement and they remember it, right? It has incredible word of mouth advertising. It incorporates a few like slight visual effects. Things are created in his hand, they're disappearing, right? He really commands your attention with the way he speaks, his eye contact, his body language. Now it's diamonds, right? How he speaks, it's just very captivating, right? And so when people are creating ads, one of the most common things that I hear is that they don't have, the idea to get started, right? That's always the hardest part. And so the thing that you can use, right, is that you know that other successful ads are popular because you know which ones you personally remember, right? And so you have to start thinking about why you remember these things, the actual reasons that you're remembering. So let's take a look at one more.
Your ice cream comes from.
Right, so the very first second of this advertisement is a absolutely ridiculous unicorn pooping ice cream, right? And so that is pretty much as ridiculous as it gets. We're not going to watch that whole thing, right? But it's an incredibly intelligent ad campaign, and it's selling a product that's sold on Amazon that's very taboo to speak about, right? Squatty potty. Nobody likes talking about things that happen in the bathroom, and so instead of making this is better for your colon to poop in this certain way with your feet up, right? That's awkward. That makes people feel uncomfortable. They created this humor, comedic value ad where they're capturing your attention immediately, and then you all of a sudden you've watched 2 minutes, 31 million views on a Squatty Potty commercial, right? And let's think about that for a second, because Squatty Potty basically is just a little stool that helps you poop in a more healthy way, right? And so that's ridiculous. But they've done an incredible job at marketing and creating a video for their product, right, in a way that captures your attention, right? And so this is probably a larger budget than a lot of smaller sellers or sellers in general on Amazon have. But you don't have to buy these life-size dolls and these professional actors, but you can actually break down the portions of the video that you can replicate in your own way, right? So the very first few seconds of this video captures your attention immediately. You're wondering what the heck is going on, right? And so if you're looking for ads and if you're looking for inspiration and a muse to kind of create your ad, use the Super Bowl, right? The biggest advertising event probably in the world. They're paying millions of dollars for these 10-second, 30-second long ads, right? And so they're obviously putting a huge amount of interest, and they're putting a huge amount of effort into creating these ads, and they're only 30 seconds long, right? But these ads have $1 million budgets. And so whenever you're looking for any type of inspiration, use the Super Bowl, right? You can go on YouTube and type in Super Bowl ad, and they organize it for you based on what they think is most relevant, right? So top 10 Super Bowl commercials in 2017, Budweiser is obviously an incredible example of an advertising agency that knows exactly what they're doing. Doritos Super Bowl commercials are perfect. They're absolutely perfect for Amazon products, right? Because they're all pretty much low budget. You know, if they ever have anything that's higher budget, it's an explosion, which you can pay somebody on Fiverr to create in your video. And if it looks ridiculous, that's even better, right? Always going for comedic value, always trying to capture the attention at the beginning, right? And using the excuse that you don't have inspiration or you don't know where to start just doesn't work, guys, because I just showed you a bunch of ways to look at ads, to break them down, you know, into little portions and saying, how can I replicate this with my product? How can I create an ad that's going to become, you know, not necessarily viral, obviously that's what you want, but just it's going to have that word of mouth marketing and it's going to pay for itself, you guys. I know it will. It's happened to me many times before. So don't ignore the power of video. It will change your business.